Hey, I'm Ed. Tonight we're going to make seared tuna steak v2.0. To make our seared tuna steak, all we need is a really nice piece of fresh tuna. Thicker the better, that way it's easier to control the cooking. I'm just going to use a very little bit of kosher salt on here, and then I'm going to brush it with oil. Now, usually, I cook with a lot of olive oil, but because I want to do like a sear on this, I just want to coat it with some higher smoke point oil. So you can use vegetable oil, peanut oil, canola oil, and again, just keeping it really simple. I'm going to use a heavy iron pan, cast iron if you have it. You could use like an enameled pan like a Le Creuset or something like that. That would be fine too. In the original video I used a non-stick pan because usually I use non-stick pans with fish. It was pretty heavy duty, but you can get these much hotter than you can a non-stick pan. Alright, so here we go. We're going to preheat this and in with the tuna. Okay, I preheated our pan here, a cast iron pan. It's pretty hot. How do you know when it's ready? Take a little water. Put it on. If it sizzles and pops like that, you know you're ready. So, I'm going to put on our tuna steak. And we're not going to touch it. We're going to let it cook by itself for just a couple of minutes until it's a few millimeters cooked, and then we're going to flip it over. Okay, so we've had our tuna in the pan just about a minute or so, and it's about, 3 or 4 millimeters, like a quarter-inch cooked through. You can see it right there. Time to flip it over. Oh, a little off-center, but I don't want to touch it once it's cooking. I did not walk away from this. It just took about another minute. And you can see that it's evenly cooked, just a couple of millimeters, like a quarter of an inch on each side. I'm going to take it off the heat now, turn off our heat, and get ready to slice this up. Okay, to serve our seared tuna steak, I take a super sharp knife, the thinnest and sharpest one. I just sharpen it again. And I'm going to you can see, just cooked a little bit on the edges, and you get a nice piece of sushi style raw tuna in the middle. I'm just going to cut thin slices. I always serve an odd number of pieces, so I'm going to do either 3 or 5 per person, depending on how hungry they are. So here we go. Let's do 5 for this first person. And hopefully we can get it all in one piece here. Oops. I like to serve my seared tuna steak very simply. Slice thin, little bit of green salad, just a tiny drizzle of soy sauce. And there you have it. Seared tuna steak. Enjoy.